First and foremost, one of the God praises and all glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash.
God will honor us to the apostles and elders of great wisdom that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers and forerunners of the truth, pushing us with in truth and in sincerity, and we are out here again another week. Pushing us with that more some. Reason being, that is what we also being to do. That is what we here to do. The scripture and say, speak the word of prophecy into the ears of his people. And that is what we do. So regardless of it's the same thing we say over and over, that is what we meant to do, because it's the same thing that's happening right now, which is why the prophecy is coming to pass. You know what I mean? Prophecy is happening rapidly, simultaneously. You know, not in one place, but all over the world. It have wars, it have famines, it have pestilence, plagues.
Diseases, this yesterday, it had about it had three different accounts of three different diseases, three different states, right? And one in Europe as well. Whereas where they're actually paying back in pandemic-like restrictions in the hospitals all over America. You understand? So this is what we're heading into. Some people talking about it's coming into election time, so obviously the stuff that they would want to do, and yeah, we know that. You understand? Because that is what the devil know you about a short time. So if we feel the things he's gonna do, if he feel things he's gonna do, if he gonna do good stuff,
nah, he
gonna want to do he want to do things to keep this kingdom. You understand?
To remain in control.
To remain in control, and that is why he doing certain things, and that is why he bringing certain things. Just like the whole fast he implemented certain things when it comes to the M.O.T.E. You see how quick they switch the systems in the banks and in the many other places, organization, businesses, they're bringing in the system to go cashless. To go digital. Just yesterday I do a whole video. It's three different clips. It's the one video where one man was following another, right? He was following him down. He's following him. The man telling him, follow me. I won't pay for this without a credit card, without cash. The man didn't believe it because it looked like something new he go and see for the first time. And he was laughing in the video, taping it, and he was like, nah, he doubting. And then the fella, when he swipe the goods and so forth, and it's time to pay hand over this kind of so. And the man said, he said, wow, he said, he shocked. Remember this? Remember the video you had shown with the woman when she come to buy the stuff in the shop. You understand? And she could not buy because she didn't have what advice that you needed to buy or sell it in that, which was going into the mark, to the RFID chip. In the middle of the clip was a reporter talking about over 200 Amazon or one of them other groceries already implemented the system, right? And by the end of the year, she said that majority of the places would have this particular system to follow, right? This is a whole switch doing, just like Tesco in Europe. You see how they did it? They did it, and when the customers come, they could not shop. You needed this particular to be integrated into that system, and there was protesting against that, and nothing could stop because that is what they said. Them, if you ain't worship the image of the beast, you'll be what? Killed. You understand? And that image is not talking about no white Jesus, right? It's going into the system, right? And then at the end of the clip is a Jake in China. You understand? Konnichiwa. He said so. He talking Japanese, so Jake fascination with the heathens, right? When they go to places like Japan and China, it's anime things, so they want to go, they want to speak, they want to think, they want to wild out. And he was like, what's this, what we're paying with? And scan your hand. So you see how easy it is, and that was literally a Jake doing it, so you see how easy it is to let them fall and fall into that trap. You understand? But that is go back to the brother saying, it's just things happening. So yeah, so we will touch upon it. To you it might sound repetitive, but to us like prophecies, like prophecies. These things are going to happen whether they like it or not, and it's going to be talked about. If it's going to happen, is the reason why you're seeing brothers doing videos upon earthquake. You might say, brother, do a video upon an earthquake twice in a week. The reason why is because we, at no period in time in history you ever had so much of earthquakes taking places. You know, at the same time. The reason why brother might touch upon the farming is because you go up on the news, you're hearing. Bring a script there. I'm bring a script. I know you're going to the second one. Let's straight to go into the second one. This is the book of Isaiah, right? Chapter 55. And I'm going to read verse 11. I'm going to read one. It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Right? And that's basically like what the brother was saying before. Some of the things happening is because why? These are things that are mentioned from the Lord. And it's going and happen. You know? And not because of the feel or they come and protest or like how they was going to say that cause our chain and pray. Yeah. You understand? So let me stop crime. You see that video I was watching last night with a fella come out to talk about he says so all in fed up what is going on in the country and so forth. No, again, this is the reason why these things happen is because the decisions will make, right? Decisions will make. But it's also prophecy. It's a reason why things getting worse.
Yeah, because you're on this. Yesterday or day before that happened. 10
yeah. Any day, yeah. That's in the day.
And compared to other countries, there is a little bit like America, like in Chicago. It had 40 million.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. But that is what compared to the size.
Yeah. You compare per capita.
The population of the country.
I told you saying that because even them, I was watching something recently, and Americans were talking about how bad crime situation getting even for them. It's that it escalates so bad, but you remember things are only going to get worse. So even the people, even the mindset of the people are going to get worse. They dropped out, they dropped out, crazy out in the mindset. So obviously that's going to happen. And spread waking up for vengeance. Okay. You understand? You see times for the weird, I don't know if you see it, but there's a video in Chicago. It has something called these young, they call them YNs, whatever it is. YNs or something, and they're wilding out now. Some young Jays.
Youngins, yeah. Yeah, that white shot for youngins.
Youngins, right?
They're just going crazy in the streets.
They're wilding out now, where they're crazy, they're chasing on the police and so forth. And again, that is going into saying things is just going to get worse. That's the reason why the police was in that particular clip I'm talking about. I said I'll do a video on it. You know, they were chasing the police and they was wondering why the police running from them. No, it's that reason why. The police know just soon now they're going to have the privilege to do whatever they please to do. Right. You understand? Mm-hmm. There's a time that we get it into. It's not going to get nice. That's what the Lord says it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish. So these things were mentioned when the Lord talk about the evils that upon the earth, they talk about they say the have a many shall
because
wax cold.
Iniquity abound.
And iniquity abound, and that is where it's going to be, you know? So
yeah. Maybe I'll push up there. The second is just 9 and 11. Mm-hmm. It says, and they that have loaded my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it, the same must know it after death by pain. Because when they had the time or the opportunity to, you understand, when they had the chance to repent, when the Most High hand was still stretched out unto them, when he was still calling, they did not answer. You know, that go back to the Proverbs 1 and 22 going down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you understand, when he say, I will laugh at all the calamity and mock when the desolation come. You know, because when he called us, he didn't answer. When men was on the streets, you know, look, yesterday I watched a video about Adu, and one of the Kamala Harris entire campaign right now centered around what? Censoring free speech, censoring the internet.
Yeah, I'll see that video. I see that video. I ain't watched the video, did it, but I do that one, but I see the video. I see the video with her now. She talking about it.
In the interviews and things. And it's not now she talking about, she's talking about this since 2013 or 2019 somewhere. Before she was on this level now. You know, running as the so-called president or the presidency now.
Yeah, and she actually fighting against Elon Musk too. Remember, Elon Musk now become Trump, something Trump is setting him up to be, right? Some minister or something. But remember, he's an ex-person to the talk about free speech. He don't get free speech on his platform, right? But he don't talk about that and talk about censor. And that censor actually go back to like, she's not the only person doing it, but she going and she like is the main head talking about it now. That he would see, obviously, because she becoming what they want to make her the president and so forth. But there are other places talking about matter of fact, the laws are already passed. Remember the woman in America, Europe, the UK was talking about against what was going on, right? And she mentioned certain things. She get locked up. The man, they talk about in Canada.
Canada right now it's full-fledged because they're going back through your history.
Through your history of the videos,
your internet history, or whatever the case may be, and see what you post and taking it down or they charging you and so on. So they persecute you basically free.
And these are things all these things is prophecy. We know the persecution we're going to face for the Lord. You understand?
Well,
right? So what the Lord said to your hardness is a reason for hardness. What hardness mean? Hardness means something good.
Yeah, it's not a good time.
Yeah, it's not a good time, It
would not be a good time.
Yeah.
You say, well, if you're not soldier, because why? When you're going to training as a soldier, that is when the hardest time is.
You can.
You understand? And when you're training, it's the hardest in the beginning. And after that, it will get like, I wouldn't say it will get much easier, but you'll become strong enough to bear it.
Yeah. And then remember, the hardness of soldiers go through when they fulfill the task. When they have a job to do, right? They have to do it, and they have to, whatever elements they face, whatever stuff they face, they still go through it.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah.
That's how to face it and do it.
Yeah.
Like the job, like the task given.
And what they're fighting for? They're fighting for countries that when they come back, not even want to help them. They end up on the streets. You understand? Whereas we've been a soldier for the Lord, we know the benefit that we're going to get. We know the things we're going to get, the glory we're going to receive, right? But just like it mentioned in many scriptures, you all don't like to hear the word of the Lord. You don't like to follow the words and so forth. You all rather be in abominable acts, and so you're doing, so shall you be caught up in.
Well, just look up the word liberty here.
Yeah.
It's just while they had
liberty. Yeah. While they had liberty, continue to sin, continue to score, continue to do these things.
It says the state of being free within society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or political views.
You see how they say that? They say oppressive restrictions, but the having liberty from the laws of the Lord is the laws of the Lord is no oppressive restriction. You understand? It's ready to keep peace. It's to keep order.
It's to keep calm. I don't want to say that. It's to keep the place in order. You understand? To keep the place thriving. However, they don't understand that. They don't see it as that. Because why? They're living in pressure. You understand? They're living wilding out. So when somebody come and say, hey, don't do that, or you're not supposed to be doing that, they don't want to hear that. That will seem restrictive unto them, to the lifestyle that they're trying to live. Right? The second definition is the power or scope to act as one pleases. You understand? The power to do what you want. That is liberty. So while they have the power to do what you want now, they could go out on the weekend, order in food.
Do as thou wilt.
You understand? Can. While the adversary is still in charge. Well, they could do all they want now. And while that going on, all they didn't want to care about the law of the Lord, all they loaded, all they hated it.
Never can say that. When you look at it, no matter what setup here, you got restrictions on it. Because under the Lord you have restrictions, under Esau you have restrictions. They just choose restrictions at Esau over the Lord.
It's Hebrews chapter 11, and I'll start from this. I'll just go straight to the point. This was 25, right? It said choosing rather to. Let me read from verse. Read verse 24. It said by faith Moses, when he was when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. And that is just to show you a man that he rather suffer, right, the affliction with the people of God than to have the pleasures just for a season. But you all choose to do what? You all choose to take the pleasures for a season than to suffer as a child of the Lord. To the fact where even the doctrine you all consume on a daily basis when it comes to worshiping the Lord based upon pleasures. You understand? You know? Never the affliction, but the times that we're coming into, once you're worshiping the Lord, hey, you're going in and face affliction, you're going and face trouble, you're going and face persecution, you're going and face death. These are the things that come with the Lord. Now we have the other side of it, but we're just not in the time for the other side of it. You know, that time will come. Things that the things that we're heading into, no. But you want to suffer with the children of God than to enjoy that season of pleasure. You understand? Because a season has always come to our what? To an end. You understand?
But the joy is about to come to be eternal.
Forever, for eternal, you know?
You understand? Because when you say everything now is what temporal, everything we get to see is what temporal. This kingdom will wither away. You know? This kingdom will pass, this rulership will pass, and that is what we're coming into. That is where all this separation going to come in. Right? Because day before yesterday, the head of one of the heads for the European Central Bank say that they already passed legislation to get rid of the cash.
Yeah,
carry the entire European system into the digital age. You understand? And then yesterday now, somewhere I see they go and make Arima the first smart city in Trinidad.
Yeah, I posted that last night.
It was you? Alright. I know what I'm saying. One of the brothers posted.
The first smart city. Yeah.
God.
Yeah, and the smart cities is an next term for like what you call 50-minute cities and so forth. Now that different according to which part it is in the world, that different names for it, right? So America will say 50-minute cities, Europe will say like what the brothers now mentioned, the smart cities and so forth. You know? But they just want to say a futuristic lifestyle. You know? Let me bring up precept here again. There's a book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 19, verse 5. They say, whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned, but he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life. You understand?
He resisted pleasures crowneth his life because why? You had a self-discipline. You know? That means what? You're not carrying about with every wave of or every trend, and you see people enjoy it. You know, you see a man just go there going to because you know better, you know.
I'm not going into, even going into the areas that we'll be going into, because they talk about how they're going to be. They will think like, you know, conviction is so cheap. They know the pleasures that, you know, but I got, but we're talking about how they will feel that everything good now.
Everything easy,
you know?
Everything come easy.
Come easy, yeah.
Because
yeah, can, good estate, can. That's what I wanted to say too.
They will think everything okay.
Yeah, everything okay, yeah.
It's easy to do. But we could jump on a plane and go slow. We could jump on a boat and go and party.
Because that happening now. When you go to second and 15 and 16, it's happening now. Right? It's because that's what that's the idea of this saying that some brother say, remember when you talk about them being good, it's no, you see now the flex and that. No, not so much of money, right? It's that they could do the abundance of stuff. You know?
They don't know what to do with it. They don't know what to do with it. You understand?
Because if people are suffering, they're on different. Nah, they're not suffering, they're good right now. You know, they're in a good state right now, matter of fact. Not for long. But you see the mindset how they will be, they will give themselves on the pleasures because it's easy to do. They have the money, as the brother said, they can just I'm doing a trip today, you know, and the lifestyle that they just want to promote on the Instagrams, on the Twitters,
yeah, because
all that stuff,
they want to be on trending, they want to be on topic. You know?
Trending you.
Yeah, you see everybody doing that by you do this too, yes, you will get popular like that.
You know, everybody want to do, you see they want to be comedians. Nothing in the mindset of people today, ask somebody about something serious and they can't answer it. That's why this last week when you was in the works, I say too, the way when you're talking to people like people know, it is irritating because the conversation that they talk about is nothing productive, nothing to help. It's nothing of substance. You understand? There's always some bullshit. You see the stuff they're consuming, like the podcasts and so forth, all they want to listen is like 50-50, and they want to watch what's the next one? The pop the balloon shit. They want to watch and so forth. That literally have no beneficial things to it. And it's a fella I was watching recently. You know, Jake, and he has always made this joke. He said the CIA win, we forfeit. You know, now if you understand the joke that he's saying when he said the CIA, because these things are set up by the wicked to program you. So what he's trying to say is that, hey, you know what? We forfeit. All accomplish, all win. We forfeit. That is what he's trying to say. They already, all the doom. All the doom. You know, all the whole thing is about what she's talking about. One man said the other day, a fella said the other day, he said, all the black community like to talk about. It's 50-50. Balloon, who go and pay on a date, nothing never serious. You know? And that is Jake on the wall, as the brother mentioned. You know? Nothing. You know? Nothing. When productive conversations happening about where this taking place, where this going to happen, what you see in it? You see Esau talking about it. Never only. You go and have election coming up, you know where is Jake reason to vote? Because Kamala Black. That is their reason to vote. You know? When they even understand it, those Republicans and what's the next party, the Democrats, is the same coin. There's two different sides. You know? And it go way back to the politicians and the patricians and the right. And them.
I forget the name.
I think it's Republicans or something like that, and the patricians.
Patricians and something as well. No, Republicans is this, is Republican and Democrat. But I forget the terminology.
Yeah.
I forget it too.
Just
the other day I had it on. Just the other day I looked it up and.
Nah, I have it saved on the phone.
You know, as I said, this is the revised Roman kingdom.
Yeah,
you know?
the revised Roman kingdom.
You know?
Just like watch how much wickedness they're doing all around the world. You understand?
And there are people bugged out.
There are people bugged out, thinking them in the juice. What you kinda when you're watching movies, every single movie they watch is always some kind of.
Hey, all they're watching the prison, so the police, but they're all there as right there and rowdy. Nothing else.
And he wrong. You understand? But what as the brother said, you can't think say they're promoting all over the world, all over the thing as I said. You're watching the fella who know totally wrong. The brothers just make a joke and say, probably Jason, is an inside joke how wicked he is, right? But that just to show you and that is spread that. Because when we start we talk about the crime that's going on, you bring up one of the men who was talking about, but that doesn't show you how it is in the world. You know, what is going on all over the place.
And you have a good point too, because what's going on under his administration in our country, but yet the time people die hard following him, they will never not support the party. You understand?
Yep.
They will never, because what? That is the black party.
Yeah,
You understand? He's a so-called liberal. So they will support him because we are supporting him, he's independent. You know, just because, but in reality, as I say, both of them working towards the same agenda. You understand? Which is what? Which is in tandem with the state, which is to be a digital cashless society.
Yeah. And they can't deny who it is, the people who set them up.
Can.
You understand?
And as the old boy comes shop say, if you don't accept the digital society, you'll be left out.
Yeah, we say
you'll be left behind. You'll be a bum.
You'll be a bum. Yeah.
You understand? If you don't take the, if you're not, you know, if you can't scan your palm, you go be on the side of the road. You know, you're going to be left out. You're going to suffer. You're going to die.
Yeah. Internet of Things or nobody?
Yeah, it can. Internet of Things or nobody. That's basically the way it is, you know.
In 2 Corinthians 15, I'll start from 4. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
It's a petition and plebeian, sir. That was after the another something to go with thing.
Okay. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And at this time, that is what going on. At this current time, that is what going on. You understand? It's our plagues. It's our famine. It's our the sword rampant. You know?
Rampant, so rampant.
Rampant right now.
And-
All over his crime.
And the sword doesn't literally mean a sword, right? The sword doesn't literally mean a sword. And some people just read it like, they want to read it as is. And the sword just means death.
Like a killing instrument.
Yeah, like a killing instrument, so whatever it may be is what you would call the sword. And there's so much of things using right now, you know, guns. You literally using swords and knives.
Like the food we eat is a sword.
Food is, you know, and all these
Guys are
things, you
full
know,
of a sword and
and many other things, you know, like the diseases they put out.
God.
Like I said the article earlier where, huh? Yeah, that one.
Last night I tell her Angela because she asked me if we eat too much beef for what happened. I said, well, that dog. And she waited, I'm busy coming about work, but I'm busy. I said, you know what? Yeah, I'll Google on the phone, look it up. Once you see all the meats you can get, go from measuring how much you have to eat. I said, and your phone come on Google, you don't have to pay to use it. She looked at her, she said, well, then I have to eat chicken, so I said, that one you shouldn't have to eat it. She said, what am I supposed to do? I said, I don't know, Google it. You know what I mean? And they are the position, they are the people in right now.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what's going on or what to do about what's going on.
See. And again, they would know if there was any word.
God.
You understand? And that is why to work when the family would hit, they will want to be, they will be looking, that is why they will be going to and
Yeah.
you know, they look into the east, west, north and south because they want to have an answer. What's coming next?
God,
You
and
know?
the family are the way sooner than all the time.
Yes, sooner.
That one hit like a bike.
We even know, but it can happen. We just speculate. We just saying, right? That can happen before the election.
And what telling you?
You see what went on with the school shooting,
Yep.
right? But if you listen to the stuff that is be talking about, the things that these guys has been watching. The things that has been leaving on the Discords and on the
They
Telegram.
brought up, even Kamala Harris brought up one, the El Paso shooting.
Yeah, well, on the school.
And
Right.
she said that the fella he was into Donald Trump speeches and things, so like watching Donald Trump and then that kind of rile him up and he was having support and all that. And that's what caused him to do what he did.
But even with that one, right? That one as well. To remember that one, he had a manifesto, right? Yeah,
And he talk about the support for Trump. That was she said. The manifesto said that he was in the army. He used to have it follow up him and so on and so forth.
They're talking about the right, just as we said, the manifesto on these things. They're leaving it back. They're leaving it back on the YouTube or the Telegram and so forth. And as you brother said earlier, with Kamala Harris, she mentioned that she's talking about censoring of all that stuff. Censoring
And the
stuff.
center she campaign. And the center
And she mentioned that even in the video she talked about being radicalized and all these different stuff that have all out, and we don't know what is considered our world to be. Even though we talking about the Lord, talking about the things in the scriptures, to them it's against them. So obviously our world will obviously be what? Considered hate speech.
Yeah, it will be considered outcast.
Because they want everybody to be as one.
Not even as one, they want everybody to be as them.
Yeah.
That's what we say.
But that's what you're saying, as basically
Yeah,
one.
the one is them.
Yeah, one
how
is
they
them.
want.
You know, that is what they want. So cutting out certain things, that is why there's a reason why they send out these streamers, these YouTubers, because if you watch the content that is pushed, all is be similar. Because they're already programming the kids to be one way. Right. So when it have other people talking against what it is they want to put forth, they want to stop it. You know, they want to stop that. It's the same way when men speak about like all the women, as you say to the woman, and they do what? They just want to condemn them men, cancel them, do certain things. But when that men talking about and it's always bring up the situation with the streamer, where you say he don't want nobody teaching his child about more LGBT stuff and so forth, and they wanted to cancel him, right? They wanted to cancel him, no, they couldn't do it because he was already so big and he already picked up a following that would follow him no matter what. But that is basically what it is, for everybody to be underneath that one order, right? That and go back to what? That one order kind of thing, right?
Everybody believes one thing, everybody in alliance with one group. There's no opposition. Everything is one-sided, controlled by one hand.
Georgia.
Even though it is either way, then nobody do how to hide it no more with two different sides or whatever the case may be.
The Georgia guide. One unite humanity under one religion.
And that's why that's like when you know bring up the Klaus Schwab, where he mentioned that if you're not with the program, you'll become an outcast. That is literally we telling you right there. If you're not, if you don't,
You will be a bum.
you'll be a bum.
That's what he
You'll be
said.
a bum.
Either you roll with me
Or you're not. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And he did
While I
that.
come with you, you're not rolling with me. You come with.
You go take.
Yeah.
And-
You go take.
That is not, and that is not what he really mean, but the polite way of saying
Yeah,
it. What he really mean is you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't wipe you out.
You can't state it.
Yeah,
come
like
out
that.
right.
Yeah.
Like you know, like when I watch so many videos for the past week, you see the apostle the elders and countless of brothers touch upon like other men coming against us the doctrine. Men talk about the doctrine of these teachers and so forth. It's because they themselves, some of these guys are coming against us. They set up, so they're trying to already demonize the doctrine more. Like this is a problem because they know how simple to believe it was every word,
Good.
right? They know the simple go just run out whatever it is. You speaking against the things we do? Nah, this get rid of this. You know?
So all they have to do is put some numbers on our platform and say 100 million people following this person and what they do it, and they're going to follow them.
Yeah.
The simple will go with whatever popular. You understand? Go with whatever trending. And that is exactly what they do.
Following that hey, I mean the blind lead the blind, but you are falling into addiction. We think that happen as it's said, you know.
It says, for wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
It's
And-
exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
God.
You have to put in the context how it is wickedness, how broad it gets, how it's exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
The entire
You understand? Exceedingly polluted the earth. No matter where it is, look, that way we mentioned it before, no matter where it is, look, wickedness is there. You know, the songs, the things these people doing, the movies, the air, the food, everything is just wickedness all around you. You know?
God. But not even that alone. Right? If you really sit down and you look at what's going on globally, you realize the whole world on the same page.
Yeah,
Everybody moving towards a digital economic system, BRICS and NATO. You understand? The two most opposing parties right now, the two main superpowers. You understand? BRICS, NATO.
Thesis,
How come-
antithesis.
Yeah. How come both of them moving towards the same goal? BRICS coming out with their point. I think they have it, but just had to establish it by December. You understand? They're getting rid of the dollar, period. Not just the US dollar, because they don't stop using that. But they're getting rid of paper money, period.
BRICS countries don't start
that's the reason why people don't realize that's the reason why they're printing so much of paper dollar. Because they know it is going to crash.
They want to let's go and flood the
Yeah.
market at one time, and that one what? They're going to have the place in this area because when you have plenty paper notes in our society, what is going to be value does what decrease.
Decrease and it's causing inflation as well because
Correct.
there's so much
Prices
outside.
going to skyrocket. You understand?
And they already mentioned about the stock market crashes and so forth.
So when prices skyrocket, people from neighboring countries run into your country because why? They're looking for a refugee status. You understand? They bring in with them, there we are living, there we are doing things, wherever these needs have come over. So because like, I watching on, I read an article the other day, they say some Venezuelans are coming in. But it wasn't no ship of, normally on the boat is have people, it was animals. You understand?
Yeah,
And the Coast Guard intercepted and had to how they say humanely euthanize the animals, meaning they kill them. They had to kill them because why? We don't know what species or whatever it have across there. If it come here and contaminate, we own. You know what I mean? And we don't have nothing. We go be doing. You know?
For sure.
And that is what it is. People would think, no, if you pick a side, it will make a difference. There is no difference. It's all one accord. You understand? The only difference that it have is that it's for the Lord, but you're not for the Lord. That's the only other side it have.
Satan divided against Satan, you wouldn't reach now.
Exactly. You understand? Because like the whole world, as they say, wickedness polluted, exceedingly polluted the entire earth. The whole world moving towards one thing, All governments gearing up to do one thing.
Hey,
Yeah, shalom.
just like for example, they're doing with it, they do all the rest of all the countries doing one particular stuff. For example, what Argentina doing with Argentina president right now is Or would I could use it? It's a big nose. A long nose, I should say. Sorry. Small hat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mexico president. She set up recently. She's a small hat. Right? What agenda you feel they're setting at hand? It's because they know the stuff that they're going to bring. They need people there to,
They need people in
you know,
power to implement
yeah,
it.
and to make it look like, you know, well, yeah, we're in agreement with.
Yeah, we was already going down this road and you.
You know?
That's why they get rid of any other supporters of anything else. People who had their own agenda, they kill them and make them look like they was doing something wrong.
That's like what they do with Maduro.
God.
You know? It's like what they do with many other presidents around
I
the
want
world.
to do it talking him Castro.
Castro.
All of them fellas.
Yeah. So
The
who are
fellas
against?
who had their own vision for the country.
Same thing to
Man.
do with the hits to the laws.
Yeah. Can. That.
You
You
understand?
know about the hit list?
The Hitler.
Huh?
Hitler. Remember for the First and Second World
yeah,
War
yeah, yeah.
with Germany?
No, I don't even mention the hit list. When
No.
the list they had over
I
the
Nah,
can't
city.
recall that name, that's so long.
Yeah,
You know,
with the-
everything's
everything.
sensitive now.
it had the hit list. So remember the hit list during the lockdown? Who went against?
Yeah, went against
Thing,
the
remember
juice.
one of the
Yeah,
presidents?
went against the juice. Yeah.
That's what went on with them Bitcoin billionaires as well.
Yeah, the ones
The
who
ones
said
that get wiped out, the ones from just 3 from San Francisco get wiped out in a week or two. What they say he fall out the helicopter or some shit.
yeah. Then the next one they say
Yeah,
goes,
billions of dollars where you go for the helicopter.
and they say what they had was information against
God.
government. And you know how that usually go for guys that have those kind of
Yeah, you
stuff.
can't have the government buying
Yeah.
this. Don't do that. That's not a good
And I
place.
have a place here.
Yeah, they will get rid of
The
it.
next one is say a freak storm come, I just lick him up in the ocean.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you know what? Hey, nonetheless, this is the people that scriptures talk about we fight against
Rulers of darkness in high places.
for powers
In high places.
in high places.
Yeah. Because the word of God, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, the rulers of darkness in high places, right? This is their kingdom. They will do it with what they wish, and nobody but Yahushua could intervene. As I say, nothing but divine intervention.
That is all we need. That is basically the only thing that can help you.
God, realize the patience and the saints, right?
And like I said,
That's what we're doing.
that's even the reason why we're here right now.
God.
Because if it wasn't for the Lord's intervention, that we could even come out here.
And preach and do
Yeah.
keep our part of the bargain.
Yeah, we doom. all we done wipe out long time.
Like I don't know for the series, I did have I believe it was I can't who it was by some men or a particular camp come on to state that they don't believe in you, right? So okay, they don't believe in you. And now we talk about the divine intervention because the Lord said he will send his son. Right? And not many other things that will go that the prophecy about the house and so forth, right? Even the stuff to come. So they don't believe in the new and they only believe in the old. So I hope they have a million sheets packed down for when they sing. You understand? Because you have to make a burnt sacrifice every time you commit because you believe in the old.
Or just never sin, which is
Or just
impossible.
never sin, which is impossible in this place. Right?
Not just any place, any flesh.
Right.
Because even when the system was good, it still was hard.
Yeah, still was thing. But that is to show, make sure you have them stuff burning. Right?
But these fellas just go to Israel to pay the tithes. Where the temple is.
Nah, you see, you can't even tell them that
Or to
because
keep the feast 3 times a year.
God.
you see, you can't even tell them that because they themselves wouldn't understand that. What they're trying to do is just make a doctrine against GMS. That is what they want to do. You know? That is what they want to do because who else is talking about Yahweh Shai more than us? It a man saying the name's not important, this, that, so it's only, hey, at the end of the day, if you notice it is one particular enemy or it's just a campsite, which is, hey, GMS.
God and slack, but it's really divine intervention.
And that's what I said, that's what I'm coming to. It's because now, with them, the name not important, they believe in it all alone, they don't want to mediate, whatever it may be. So then how are you going to get divine intervention?
Because the scriptures say what? There is one name, not one doctrine, not one political party, but one name
Right.
under heaven by which man shall be saved, right? One name. the thing is, with that name comes what? Deduction. So if you don't believe in that name, obviously you will not have that one.
Because
Deduction.
divine.
What else? Just say. Oh, you're going to say divine? You want to say divine?
No, boy.
I was going to say that when you even look at the concept of it, right? In the Old Testament, it had nothing like salvation.
No.
You understand? Salvation came with the Lord.
God.
Because it's the Lord that come in to save us from the situation. The old was, you keep good, you get to be in the land, you go off, eventually return, you come back to the land on your own. In the sense where like, oh, the Lord will eventually turn we hearts and we will call unto him and he will send a prophet or so forth and then he will lead us back into the land. But the salvation and the particular promises and so forth, that coming with the new. So them men who take thinking about the old, that had to mean that them believe at some point in time the Lord going and send some prophet to turn them around like he did in the past.
God.
Like how he lead Moses, he think Moses to lead them out of Egypt and carry them back to Israel. That's the only other way. Because that's how it used to be done in the past.
Yeah, even if in the past, even if say salvation, they can use the forms of the Lord saving us out of Egypt and so forth and so on. But this particular salvation that we're going to receive here is going to be different from the rest.
So therefore they're looking for a man to come and save them and not Gosha.
And basically, well, those are guys that trust in the shadow of Egypt. So at the end of the day, their salvation is from this place.
God.
You know,
It's from man. God.
So,
it really have nothing that they could look for anyhow. So there's
And so we're back in the second Gms.S.O.T.E 15, right? The second Gms.S.O.T.E 15 and 7, it says, therefore say the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually, and that's what we do. We complaining. You understand? We bringing their wickedness to light. Through the scriptures, we should go after it to show it, to show the people what they're doing is wickedness, whether they forbid or whether, you know what I mean, whether they
yeah or forbid.
yeah. You know? So most I would hold the tongue more concerning the wickedness. So now we clearly know who the wicked is and what they're about to do.
And eventually, you know what? You see, these people know who the wicked is, and they doesn't like to admit it.
God.
You know, you see Jake, you know, they just show the little stuff in between, like they will say, yeah, the white man, this and the white man, that. They doesn't want to say it fully because they're afraid of what is coming saying it, right? But the end of the day, they know. But for those who don't know, you're going to know the hard way. Because they come along, you know, all the New York full of cops right now, certain places setting up to cause things, yeah, all they're going to know. You know, all they're going who do hear that speak.
God, man, trust in the shadow of Egypt, but the scripture says, trust in him for going to be over the confusion.
Yeah.
It will lead to the
And
confusion,
them that,
be ashamed, and bring it down.
That's
Isaiah 30.
yeah.
Isaiah 30 and 3, and then Isaiah 31 and 1. Or 2 or something.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 30, and I will read from are you from Boston? Say, woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Right, so now I was saying before, it have no other side. All it have is for the Lord and against the Lord, not BRICS and NATO, East and West, America and Russia now.
Yeah.
It have no side, Kamala and Trump now. All of them on one accord.
Say me to act. There's something else if somebody here, you have no in between when it comes to the Lord.
Can't.
It's whether you worship the Lord or you're an
Or
enemy
you're
thing.
not. Can't.
You understand? That's just basically what it is. That in between thing come up Esau sort of in a dream.
There are no grey areas, they don't see.
Yeah, you once you come like even Esau know that. Because once you're not in a league with America, what is do with it?
Yeah, that treaty has had me one time, sanctions.
Yeah, sanctions.
One
Then in
time.
between them, they don't want to hear that. They don't believe in that.
That
You
is an
understand?
act of war.
That's an act of war. You know, say one time you become an enemy. So where you feel that have a middle ground when it comes to the Lord? You're not even a mediator when it comes to things. It's only one mediator.
Correct.
You understand? And you all can't even be that. But this is say it has no middle grounds when it comes to worshiping the Lord. It's rather you follow the Lord or you don't. Right? And them that don't, they are judgment to receive. You understand?
Right.
Because all works is going to be accounted for. Right? So as your brother mentioned, brother quoted before, he said, them that hear or forbid, at the end of the day, the word is being pushed out. You know? The word is being spread. So for example, right? You all have no excuse. There's a reason why I have a video circulating where people mocking the Hebrew Israelites. In order to mock something, that means you have to hear or know what it is saying. You know?
I had to disagree with it.
And you
don't know enough to disagree with it.
I had to be able to disagree with it, and basically, you all become what? Scoffers. That is all the section the Lord gave order to do. You all are the scoffers that the scriptures talk about. And it's a judgment for scoffers. It's a judgment for scorners. It's a judgment for sinners. And that's basically what all the fit in. Everybody have a purpose. You know, people just talk about destiny and all this other stuff and so think, no, you all are appointed. You all are appointed to a particular work. And that is what the particular work that you all are appointed to. Becoming a scoffer. Being a scoffer. Just it was permitted to become at this particular time. And you all bear witness to the scriptures as well. Because without you all, now we know we are the last. You know? So we know we are the last. I mean, it has the prophecies. We know the prophecies and the signs, right? But you all are into that prophecy.
You all are the examples. Verse 9.
That's all. Just bring us with. I'm going to finish up this. And I remember as I think in this.
Go ahead, yeah, it's there.
It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and trust in the shadow of Egypt. And that's what you all do. You all don't ask the Lord. When is the last time you had somebody pray and say, Lord, take me? No. So you all know, and that is first Esau know that. It's that Esau that's why Esau set up certain programs, right? When these people come, they sign a contract. Then they become bidden to give me whatever it is you need, but you become bidden to their purpose.
Yeah, to do what we say.
You understand?
To get what you want,
yeah.
Do what we want.
Yeah, can. So you all want to go on trips, you want to become this, you want to become that, yeah. Just like these TikTok comedians and all of them just so. You notice when majority of them become they go straight to they fly out to meet whoever they have to meet. Yeah. And then they fulfill their purpose.
All of a sudden you have a different circle of friends now. Yeah. You had to come to this party, you had to make our parents here. You have to. No, if nobody so maybe. You understand? It's either that or go back to being nobody.
Nobody, and the majority of them not. And that is what come to we see before. Majority of Jake don't want to go back into the position of that. So they're going to fall and crumble to the man, right? To the system, right? And at the end of the day, they go and feel the hardship that will come. Like, for example, the prophecy is like, alright, so for the past week, right? For the past week, it had 3 particular articles come. This is how you know they're preparing something, right? America put a statement stating that Russia is attacking their communication system, right? Mm-hmm. Which could cause disruption around the world when it comes to like social media, the internet, and so forth, right? Mm-hmm. Europe out one yesterday stating the same thing. They want to blame Russia for that. But remember, remember in 2022 or 21, they didn't NASA come out and say that they're going to have a great great blackout. So all of a sudden is Russia doing it. Coming up?
Huh?
Oh, sorry. No, yeah. So then how was Russia doing it? And this is where we're going to know. People are dependent on the internet. Wow. Every single thing they do is on the internet. The banking, the thing, even the communication is on that. Right? So when that crash, you know what kind of panic that going on cause, but it will also lead to the other side of chaos. Now a man got free will to do I shouldn't say free will because they might take things, but a man might have a little freedom now to go and do because now how you gonna call the police, how you gonna do this, how you gonna do that. You know? These are the things that are coming. And we all trust in Egypt so much is that when it do fail, it's all gonna be like sitting ducks. You know?
And if I can say like the concept of the internet, even in terms of certain like mobile connections, like for example, unless it is like you have a mobile plan, like to make calls, right? Most ways of communication by internet.
Yeah.
Even the landlines, some of the landlines is not even normal. Like the old school,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
the internet
yeah.
type now. So if the internet goes down,
That goes through.
that goes down
The
also.
little antenna that's
Yeah,
full
yeah.
up on the side.
No, you talking about the old landlines.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
ones
no,
they are
the-
now, they are one like a little antenna like all right, used to move around
Yeah.
in the back.
not even
not
just
even
that.
that,
Have a quad one.
Not even that.
Like where are you working at have it too,
But we
with
don't know
different
the same
features
line
and
they're
things.
using is the same line they're used for the
Yeah,
It's for
but
internet,
the one
yeah.
I know, the landlines I know, used to always use the same cord as your desktop. Always plug in the back of your desktop
Right.
with the little clip. That is how I know the phone to be.
And
Yeah, J45 does.
So basically, that is basically, nonetheless, that is just what it is. With I pending crash, everything is going to shut down.
Go on.
And they're preparing it because again, this morning wake up reading, you seen it being mentioned again about this particular cut off in services, right? And they're having like little in betweens, like if you watch airport shutting down because this thing cut off 2 days ago, social security was they had a whole cut off and so forth. And you know you're seeing where it is coming, but you as the scripture say, you have to watch and pray. You have to be, those who watching will obviously be of the elect, them that serve the Lord. You understand? Then the men that sign cry, but to the rest they're not. They're still in that state like we mentioned earlier. Victor
not
and
the
sheep.
Solomon still.
You understand? We can flex still. You know?
Right.
That's why when things happen, they're gonna be always with a fish out of water, they sort of beat up, you know?
You're going down for that. You're going down for that.
They say, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame,
Right.
and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Yeah, because like when these things happen, when this major blackouts occur, you'll be confused. You won't know what to do. The same thing the brother don't say. That is the same thing the scripture don't say. It will be as and you want everything on your phone. You can't no internet now. How much money you have in your account?
Be ashamed back on here. Be
Yeah,
ashamed on here.
Correct.
That why you trust in this place so much.
Correct.
You know?
You understand? If the internet go down there inside I just roughly making a rough estimate. 98% of society have to shut down.
Yeah, the people who have electric cars,
The only thing that going to function is probably a market. I mean like we kind of market.
Yeah, we
Where
can-
you
yeah, we can
it,
walk through it.
like fresh produce.
yeah, and that by itself could be chaos too, because now it have nothing to stop anybody from what you know what stealing, looting.
Come on,
you know?
chaos.
And you know Jake, what the day the internet cut off, Jake go and loot one time.
This year's go when Karen go?
Yeah.
When Karen go?
Yeah.
What are you interested in? Jake, let's go wide. At least down here. Let's go wide. So
You know-
much less when they know it have no communication. All communication down.
And you know disasters in America, there's loot Jordans and furniture stores.
Yeah, that all is loot. Yeah.
Jordans and furnitures.
Then you had to realize the civil war what come with certain things that when a man can heal now certain places like sundown cities and so forth, they would now block off their place.
But they don't want
They don't want
no
outsiders
outsiders coming in.
Yeah, so that,
To take what we
that
have.
now go cause what?
Yes.
Civil
City
that
against
cause
city.
against city and all these things, you know.
But I don't even the situation with the South Americans because somebody say when you go and check the prisons in South America they empty.
Empty, all right. So that was
Because
basically
selling them.
that was a thing that they did in Venezuela.
Yeah.
What they did was take the prisons, they clear them out because they know a particular. I don't want to say because let me say the way we will say they know America wanted immigration, they wanted migrants to come in. What Venezuela and some places do was release their prisoners and set them up in a way so when America come, they take them. You understand? That is to the sun across. You know?
I heard
And-
crime rates up
yeah.
wherever they go, the crime rate rising.
You know? That is the reason why it have, and that is why now you're seeing like the so-called hell angels going against them,
Yeah.
and so forth, you know?
Now even as you was mentioning, that I was what you was going to mention in bring up Chicago. I know, I see a video last night I feel like he didn't show the video because he can't show it on the platform, right? But you say them boys in Chicago is not the ones in it's Colorado.
Colorado.
You understand? He said them not playing. You understand? Them not reacting to the Venezuelans the way the people in Colorado reacting. Them standing firm on the way that, hey, if it's that, it's that, and it's no problem.
See, the difference is this, is that whereas Chicago men, when I be thinking Chicago men, this is a different type of Jake.
God.
And we know how Venezuelan is. Them literally don't care. All they think, all they don't care. These men don't care.
Remember, their countries are military state. So at a certain age, everybody has to get military training.
And
so
even,
all the citizens train at least for the basic military level.
And even with that, you can understand that them is we Northern, right?
Yeah.
The Northern Kingdom, right? They have a different way about them. Right? When you talk about the spears and them things and things, who was worse than that?
Nah, the Hispanics in general.
The Hispanics in general,
yeah,
right? Which is Jake, which is Northern, right?
Yeah.
That's it, you're going to meet a different type of. Whereas Jake in America, they need a strap.
Yeah.
These men, the scripture talk about, they're good with the
experts
foot,
in
the
war
foot and
and
thing
things.
and so forth. Not saying that them thing, but this is a different type. They don't care. You understand? They don't need a gun. That is why they're so terrorizing when they come across there, because they have the belly without it.
And they're not afraid of guns either.
You know?
As I hear, like, as a partner was telling me, with the Malandros over there in Venezuela, like they'll be walking up and down the streets with AKs.
Yeah.
You understand? And they say men across there, they don't, like if you threaten to shoot them, okay, you know?
Yeah.
They don't afraid guns, and that is like a normal thing to them seeing every day.
And at the time, you see, and then when Venezuela come across, they know they will join with the Mexicans and you know how it will be. You know, and the next question that they ask themselves, right? This will show you how everything programmed, the way it is, right? The way how it's set up to be. It's like, alright, they leave Venezuela, how they come in America with guns? Where they get that type of guns from? Yeah.
When they come.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That. You see the kind of guns that they video? Where they got? No, we know it's easy. It's particularly easy, but they have nowhere immigrants coming in again that particular gun so fast.
What kind of firepower?
Where they getting money to buy them?
They in places to stay.
Yeah.
They have firepower.
Yeah. They not places to stay, but they have firepower. So somebody get them in. So you're seeing where it's spiraling to. What is being set up?
It's setting up the place for a civil crash.
Yeah.
If there's one thing that will crash, will be a civil systemic crash there. A breakdown a society between people.
The insurrections.
Yeah, it
know?
can. That's the word I was trying to actually get out.
It's
That is imminent. Insurrection, if it's one thing, rioting will be imminent.
And right.
Will be imminent because it got two different, as you say, two different type of things, two different kind of living, two different kind of lifestyles. And they're too close to each other to mesh. You understand? They're way too close.
Because remember, even though the hatred between between the tribes is still there.
Regardless of what prophecy unfolding, until your house shall come, you're still under the curses.
It's still on the curses.
You still under the, you still will look at it with an evil eye to each other. You understand?
So it's a
Yeah, it's very straight.
nah, that's it. I wouldn't go read them.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't read them.
You know, once the condos in true.
The man, go to the 31.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
They say, woe to them that go down to Egypt. This is Isaiah 31 verse 1. Right? They say, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
Right.
And stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many. And in horsemen because they are very strong.
Done.
But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord.
Done. Now, you're trusting in Egypt because you can see, hey, they have plenty chariots. You can see how mighty they you know? You can see how mighty the horsemen is, right? You hear how much wars they win. Yeah, every time they touch down in our land is conquered. They have 800 military bases throughout the world. And if you have a military base in our country, outside of yours, it's known as what? Occupied our country. You understand? You might say, yeah, but them is the superpower, so you don't trust in them. You won't trust in the superpower of the universe. You understand? The one who does control every single thing. You trust in a man who does make one thing happen like it's something else when it's not. You understand? You sell your dream, you say, yo, take this paper and go in the grocery and take what you want and give them this. Take it. You understand? Take this that means nothing and use it to get substance. Don't worry, you know. Don't worry, it means something. it wouldn't mean something at that point in time. But if you go to this particular institution, it could mean something. And then later on, you say, you know what? We take it out wherever it meant, and we put nothing in its place. You understand?
Yeah.
And now all you'll get up and work for literally nothing every day. Right? You'll get up, spend time away from all your families, spend time away from what is necessary for all your survival. Right?
You know, you say, give me a goal, give me your resources, I'll give you some paper.
That is it. I'll give you
and
nothing for everything. For everything that is important to you, I'll give you nothing. And that is what you trust him. Because he say, hey, this have
Value.
and he giving it to know, but he still have control over it.
yeah, and don't worry, I go hold on to it for you.
Correct.
You can't hold it for yourself.
I will let you know when you can get it. And in the smart city succumbers, I will let you know how you could spend. I will let you know when you could spend it. You understand? I can let you know what you're able to do, depending on your Facebook post or your Twitter tweet. Depending on what you say on social media today, I will let you know well if you could eat today or not. You understand? This is what you trust in me, because why? This is what you will come down to. You understand?
Also, something saying that, you know, in the movies, when some place with calamity and the American army show up, the people that start celebrating the movie, we say.
But in reality, it's the opposite.
But in reality, it's literally the opposite.
The opposite. They just go to countries that Turkey run them the other day.
Turkey coming out. Turkey actually submit
They want to join BRICS.
They want to join BRICS.
But I have 8, we'll say it over 7, right? 11. Somewhere between 7 and 11. Where it's what's that? Verse 7, it says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in them. Yeah, everybody who all you think, what's all you? Will be what? What's in against all they're going to leave? They're going to leave. Everybody will go back to what? Their own countrymen, right? You understand? They go turn the back to all because why? They know what they're doing now. And they just on all their side because of faith. For the most part. For faith. You had more in the Isaiah, they are good at it.
Nah, I'm on.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the verse 1. It says, because they are very strong. They trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. And see, that is the thing. Your trust is, as the brother says, things that you'll see. But trust on things that you'll deem to be strong. Things that you'll deem to be over the Lord, because why? You'll believe the Lord in the front of all this, or they're going to ask for help. Right? And these things that they trust in is what will be all the done for. Right? It's the same way like for America, these places you'll trust in America, but when things happen and you'll call to America, you'll get help. You understand? And right now America is being exposed. You know, so it's like a reset. They might do a reset. They want to do a reset. It's because they know the outlook when there was once that yeah, you know?
He's no longer a Superman.
Yeah. Say, yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the host of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. He said, now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horse is flesh and a spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is called from shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. So them that trust in the shadow of Egypt, you know, trust in Pharaoh, right?
Hold
them that
together.
hold
Anybody so together with them, and anybody that help him.
So them that help, and them
that
want
go
the
for
help,
help.
both are only going to fail. You understand? And that's the thing. You know, that is the reason why you're going to be not confused, that shame state when all the notice it. What we want to know?
America to do?
Yeah.
I had one job in Trinidad, and when I in America, I had to do 3 jobs on. How? Guys know what they say? I know what they say on YouTube. They didn't say that on Facebook.
And you're going straight into the boiling pot.
Done.
You understand? That's basically it.
No, no, the boiler pot now, there's out the frying pan and directly in the fire. Like,
Yeah, well, it's called America, it's boiling up
Well,
because
yeah.
eventually going on
overflow. Yeah.
overflow. You know? And hey, that is what it is. You know, the dreams is sell-out because why? That is the shadow, the sell-out. You know?
Image.
The image is sell-out.
Yeah, that they portray themselves to be.
Free speech, freedom, this, that, and so forth.
What the land are the free and the
Yeah,
woman are the
we're
brave,
brave,
bro.
you know? And a pride, opportunity.
This is
you
a
know?
nation of pride.
Yeah. Elon Musk, for example, right? The little youth man who, the 14-year-old who shot up the school
Yeah.
recently. His name was called something, right? But what they did on Twitter was part, but the Jake who died, they put his image with the shooter name, so they make it look like it was he. You know Elon Musk do that? When they get a fan, it was a cracker, right? You cannot even type in the youth man name on the search bar, the search it up. He block it out because his agenda is white supremacy, right? You know, you all believe that he's so. Jake really, Jake total shit. Jake just fucking, they just need to be destroyed them because they believe in Elon Musk. This Edomite. Oh, you all want to deem to be, you all want him to be Iron Man. Yeah, you have an iron for there. You understand? And you're going straight in your hand. Because he's the one that promoted the cybernetic, you know, cybernetic humans. That is his whole agenda.
Yeah, augmentation of the human body.
Yeah.
The cyberpunkism.
Yeah, cyberpunk, you know, them kind of stuff, you know. And hey, at the end of the day, you all are meant to be in that state. You all in the fall of these guys. You know, he break some Jake's heart the other day when he come out and he endorsed Trump and he talk about the white race becoming minor, something like that he was mentioning, and Jake was like, oh my God, what do you mean?
Could say that.
Show out all the generations, all the, you see, and that's the thing, you're trusting all the enemy. You don't tell us to trust in our enemy. And that's what happened to them, Mark. When these things happen, the insurrections and all these things happen, right? They want on to ease of head. You understand? The white savior has reached. That's what they want to
When you
do.
not read,
Yeah.
go to Egypt, right?
Yeah.
And Egypt will bring the shame on the confusion, like, oh, you could do that thing, like, we supported the platform.
It's going to show them in the film account.
We bought Teslas.
Yeah. You know, Jake is the biggest flexers at Teslas right now.
Everybody, all the celebrities buying a Cybertruck. Every celebrity have a Cybertruck now. All them rappers the Cybertruck.
A man against all the high-grade doors.
Yeah, okay.
Matter of fact, people against all the high-grade doors, but that is just the confusion, the confused state Jake in. You know? For being in that city, they're going to bring shame because now, all they're going to call upon the Lord. And he wouldn't be found.
Done.
You know? Or at the face, whatever it is you're going through.
My person can drive how you say, yeah, I'm just paraphrasing it. I believe it go, the calamity, go to the rock that you call your father. And yeah, something like that.
That is Jeremiah 2. Jeremiah 2 verse 27. Jeremiah 2:20. Saying that stalked out my father and a rock.
Okay.
Right, like Jeremiah 2. Around 27.
You know? So, where Jacob? Let me hear what the Isaiah.
Right, this is verse 2 Ezra 15 and verse 9. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Innocent being who? The saints, the real prophets, the one that stand firm for the name. It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
And the same plagues that we do in Egypt right now. That is not talking about Egypt, right? It's talking about America, right? And you see many plagues, and right now they're being stricken by plagues, huh? Every single week, about four different diseases. You know, the NCC or something like that. It is the H5.
They're running out of letters right now.
Yeah, right now the whole alphabet being used and the whole numerical system being
Yeah,
used.
they're running out of acronyms right now.
And they're talking about don't even let me go to the sexual transmitted disease because
But I'm not going to mention that enough.
one of the things that it is heavily promoting is actually say that they're hypersexualize every single thing.
God.
So Jay, if you watch your mindset, when you watch your mindset, it's people they're so hypersexualized. Every single thing that they do is based upon
It's
sex.
wrong, wrong sex. God.
You understand? It revolves around it, and you're so diseased. You know, who it was who standing a week was how much 15,000 or something like that.
12,000.
12,000. You understand? You know how much that is in a week? Sexual and what they would say there's like different sexual transmitted disease, and it could only be extent of what HIV and so forth. You know, and this is how this place being stricken by those plagues. What did you?
Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague, the punishment that power shall bring upon it. They that till the ground.
They also remember one of the main plagues too is the ICBM.
God.
Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Because don't feel like coming, it's coming. You understand? It's coming. There's a reason why men building up the bunkers and things and trying to keep it on a ground or in the rocks and so forth, you know. And all like prophecies because that's mentioned to them to happen.
Yeah.
You know, they're going
Be hunted out them rocks.
Yeah.
You know? They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail to the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Yes, destruction to the world and them that dwell therein. And you say in Revelation, I go till the end. You understand? Because what? The devil know you have a short time. Revelation 12:12. You understand? Woe to the world. I'm going to go to 2 Corinthians 16. I will start from verse 5, right? Huh?
And you go ahead, yeah, you said what you want to say.
Second Corinthians 16 and 5, it says, plagues are sent unto you.
Watch yourself there.
What is that, Bridget?
It says, plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it had begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot off a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? It's a no amount of juice what it could take, no amount of jump shots what it could take to get rid of what they go and unleash on you. It had no escape. You understand? It's say because wickedness exceedingly pollute the entire earth.
The jump shot is a part of what they're going to bring upon all right.
No, but they go try to look at it as a kill. You know, they sell it as this bottle it and sell it as the problem solver. They're the problem and the solution.
Which is a bigger problem.
Which it can, which is a part. That's just a procrastinated problem. Because I go hack up later, I don't have it. You know? Now we have turbo cancers. You understand?
When they say right now after cancer, they say literally every single thing giving you cancer.
Yep.
You know, that's something I've been recently.
Yep. When you talk about turbo cancer, it just means killing you faster, way faster than normally would. Right?
There are Bill Gates going around the world talking about he's bringing crops to people. It's crazy.
You understand? I think he started something in Africa.
Yeah.
What is?
The bringing agriculture, them perfecting agriculture and so forth.
Not that alone, it has something to do with the injection. I don't know if he chipping them or some juice he giving them. Or something he doing in Africa now. You understand?
That was for the pups.
Right. But right. So he done, you know, he's the man. He leading the charge, and this is the man who's saying if we do good in healthcare we could decrease the world population. So who could turn away that plane the most I said?
And that's an oxymoron. Because how doing good in healthcare there's decreased numbers.
Yeah, that's caused death.
It's supposed to cause
mortality.
yeah, it's supposed to cause life. Doing good in healthcare does cause life, not death.
Do you remember that Revelation? What was the Revelation called him?
Red one by.
He was giving people what to do.
To take life.
Peace from the earth, yeah.
Peace from the earth. No matter where the going is, only one thing is leaving. Death. Death and destruction.
Verse 9, it say a fire shall
You know
go.
somebody drop a thing slack, right? Somebody
Yeah.
do that the other day. The probably places where Esau come over and show you the before and after. And just know the latter was terrible. The before was so pretty, the places were so pretty, the people were so thing. When they show you the latter after Esau leave.
It's a known fact that people don't want them in the country.
People see them as-
It's a known fact. It's a known fact.
You know, we gotta be that every single nation have a let's call it the devil.
A known fact.
Every single nation upon the earth, let's call these people the devil. The white devil, the red
Except
devil.
Jake. Except Jake. Jake love them. Jake love them.
Beware the beast, man.
Beware the beast, man. Right? They always have a particular name for them, and it's not no nice name. You know?
It's not a flattering.
It's not a flattering.
You know? In verse 9, it say a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings.
Who go quench you? Who?
You know, why is the missile barrier they have in the hip over there with the smaller stuff, what is call it? The Iron Dome?
Yeah, I'm doomed.
Yeah. How the Iron Dome go and stop that? You know?
And you didn't believe it? Shit's so funny, eh? Russia gave Iran some bombs that the Iron Dome cast up. What's it? Yeah, like prophecy.
Now, who will quench it? Who will stop it? The most I say, alright, this nation have to destroy this nation.
Yeah.
No amount of technology or whatever you have gone stop that. So be it.
But I really prophecy there. Russia really grinding trading. And that's the reason why the Lord sent them up to the Peter though.
God.
You understand?
Okay.
Man say, oh, they getting problems with the hand though. I don't go, alright, cool. Take this, man. Take this. Same night, they level out some. It bust through the hand though, mate. You know? Now America say they're going to strengthen them up and so forth and so on, where they do them this and that, training. You know what it is? You know? And the thing about this is like the elites of America, they get to realize that even the low level Americans, they hate them.
Yep.
So that they hate them, the things that they do, the things that they continue to think, so that they hate them. And they know that, so eventually they have to bring a reset. They have to bring a reset, and they're going to do that.
No,
You know?
that's what the digitalization is all about. That's what the camp on the freedom of speech is about. Don't say this against us, don't talk against us. And to be part of society, don't do anything against us. And don't say bad things about us.
This guy too, Alex Jones, you know Alex Jones, InfoWars,
Yeah.
you know, he might say certain things off and so forth, but it had real information that came out from him, right? And what they did with him, man, they tried to shut him down. You know? Well, they did shut him down, no matter how far I should say. They put him in jail, kind of thing. This next fella, the one they released recently, he and all two, they released something, Snowden, remember Snowden? Snowden was one of the guys,
I hear the name.
I can't movie
I
about
heard
him, but Snowden was I believe he was a spy or some army thing he was in, but he get to find out what the American government was doing to their own, spying through the cameras on their laptop and all this other stuff, and he ended up becoming a whistleblower. And I believe it was Russia taking him in when he wanted asylum and so forth because they was going to kill him. He was running, but the Americans don't kill him, man. Putin was like,
Whistleblowing, I think, is against the constitution. I think
against
that's,
them, when he whistleblower against them.
Yeah, right, yeah. Fair enough. I think
Yeah,
there's
son.
like a treason in the
Yeah.
constitution or something.
And Russia was like, no, well, come. I think it's Russia giving the immunity. You know?
Yeah, they would. Enemy of my enemy.
Become
That's
a
my
friend.
Verse 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence.
Who, eh? Who will stand up to the Lord? Nobody can stand up to the Lord. And watch when the sight of the Lord coming is not the sight of they believe it to be. We don't see them chariots birds in the sky or they go down fall because or they have no idea. The chariots were so demonized, even to this day is the reason why. That's why I do a video on that because our two pictures with Esau creating a particular, not creating, they already created, I should say, to make things float, like flat surfaces float, and they already have this this, to look at the chariot, this, so, and they already have them floating in the sky. Now this is an old article, but it was proved that they also went and fake this so-called alien invasions and so forth.
Like Project Blue Beam?
Yeah, Project Blue Beams and so on. So this is where the water for. This is the man that they're dealing with. They're trying to be covered at every single angle. You know? That what the Lord say, huh? Huh?
Good. It says, the earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof, the sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrow that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out, till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
Who will deliver it?
God. Right.
You really think?
It says, woe is me. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death.
So this is the beginning. You don't understand something, and that is what we say, we in it. We in it. Because
Yeah.
what did we say here about the famines, great death and so forth. So this is just the beginning. We in it. The beginning of something, as I was explaining that to somebody the other night, the beginning of something don't ever be like the end.
God.
It will never be like the end. Because the beginning is all start slow. It start weak. It start one way. But even though this beginning talking about it being hard, yeah, it's happening right now. Right? It's just the beginning. Eventually it will gradually
Yeah, it will build up.
It will build up. It will build up, it will continue to build up. You know? And then you know, one on, they will be like, wait, hold on. You know this was happening 2 years ago, so you're telling me this was happening all the time. Then you will understand that these things was happening way before. It's just that they now wasn't paying attention, or they wasn't taking heed to what was going on.
God.
You understand?
Wasn't
the
watching.
scripture yeah, God. But the scripture says it's the beginning. Right? Where
The beginning of wars and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
these things are sent as scriptures for amendment.
Yeah, which
You
is
know?
correction. It's sent for correction.
You see that? Read back over what you see, it's sent for correction.
Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish.
Famine, plague, tribulation, anguish, and these are the things that going, these are the things that sent and being sent. You know? And they're going to be sent to a greater extent.
God.
When they go to the groceries, they won't be able to see things. When they go to certain places, droughts, these things, what you know, people that stop out about what's going on with the weather patterns and so forth. You know?
Yeah, more rain in the dry season than in the rainy
Hay
season.
season, you know? Places that never rain, that yeah, they get rain, gain rain. I believe they say yesterday we had hail.
I don't know.
Yesterday we had hail by the airport. People are come that they heard when the rains are fall, they heard the drops in. And that comes like that, but this is like 12 different people here from different places, so it could be true.
It's are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from the wickedness, nor be always mindful.
All these things are being sent here. They want to turn from the wickedness. Just like what we don't know. Great crime, things waxing worse, you know. It's famines, it's seeing wars on, and they still wouldn't turn from the wickedness.
God,
You know?
God, the more it's like the more intense the punishment, the more wicked they get.
They get, yeah.
You understand?
And it was happen so because the more they get wicked, is the more shit going pop off.
God. So as behold, victory shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
And right now they believe they're in good peace.
Yeah, they believe tomorrow will always be our time.
Yeah. The statement that is continue to promote, to say, you know, Then you have a song, tomorrow's a
Yeah.
you know talk about that
And tomorrow's is a
tomorrow's a
better
better
day.
day. I think it's Cully Buds.
Collie words.
Yeah.
So I the mindset there. Don't worry about it, tomorrow will be a better day. It might not have tomorrow. Everything can end now. You understand? Everything on the edge, everything on the brink.
And
You
you
understand?
you
The
can
pot
just
done boiling, just wait to boil.
to overflow, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, as the brother said, it can happen any moment because I talk about the perilous times, it's imminent danger. You can be going home and then boom. The boom, 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 boom. You know, straight out of pop off. Whether it be of the famine, whether it be of the war, the movement of the wars, whether it be of whatever it may be, things are at any moment something can happen. You feel Israel, you know that?
Good.
You know? They it's one of the reasons why it happened. They're doing it.
Good.
They have them machines to create natural disasters and so
Disasters,
forth.
change the weather.
Change the weather. You know, if you go and look that
You
up.
understand? They control the narrative and the media.
Yeah.
They make the whole world turn against you in an instant.
In an instant.
They can raise you up.
Yeah,
or
the
they could,
AI technology.
come.
You know, to fake certain things that they want to fake.
They could glorify you or they could humble you. You understand? Everything in their power for now. And you'll, as it's saying Jeremiah, my
That-
people love it so.
That come like for example, then it's to ask yourself, these camps that are underneath the 501c3, right? IYCNM, what did they do to be on that? What was the contract signing?
Yeah, what they sell to the
And we see, and we see it, right? But there's always have a deeper thing to it now. Yeah, they change the doctrine, and yeah, they don't want to name and so forth. Yes, but it always has something deeper behind that. It just don't be that one particular thing, you know.
Because what I realize it has to be something real serious that they just can't leave because watch me. Because many times I see certain things with it, like alright, they start to get on track and then they make a whole U-turn and I'm like, and they were so close. Oh, let me turn around and say this stuff in this one. Like when they get set you fall on your ocean, they come out and then say, yeah, they use on it.
Yeah.
What you could possibly sell for them for you to give them that kind of control over you.
I say you see. But at the end of the day, it's just things at the beast. Scriptures talk about the shepherds. The shepherds that lead the sheep astray.
Talk about the prophets prophesying for hire.
They hire lens.
Can.
You understand? Or they make merchandise. You know?
Local merchandise of you can. It says, and even then shall evils grow upon you, sword, famine, and great
So
confusion.
that is what we talk about. So much more. So they think things good, right? Or they think things nice because now all they could go in a pan, or they could do this, or
And
they
that is the great
could.
confusion.
Yeah.
How things so good, how life so easy, but you play so hard.
Yeah,
man.
you can. Right? And that's the thing because
You play so modern,
Yeah.
it's so up to the time. Look, you even have to think to do this no more. You can pay your bill, you have to go be road to pay all that. Why the place? Why life just gets so hard?
I was experiencing somebody recently that you don't know how everything comes. Let me show you one of the ways when everything comes time. People, the way how people was before, they could see that they would have helped you in a future time. No, it have no. No, when it literally was people, it sees no future in it. You understand?
Oh, no
Kids,
help.
it have no help. The kids don't know nothing. So like hospitals, doctors, and so forth. Back then they might have been able to help because there was a physician. Now they use the AI technology to help them through their courses and so forth, and they themselves don't even know how to do a simple
Right
surgery.
now they have to bring pilots out of retirement. They have a shortage of pilots in the world right now. Kind of.
Yeah?
They have a shortage of pilots in the world right now.
And now I'm so blaming it on don't use the term DEI to say it was it's black people caused that. You know, but this is what they will get from you, so they want to blame everybody except themselves. Because they have that God complex. You know?
They can't do no wrong.
They can do no wrong. You know, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, right?
Correct.
But as you can see, it have no future. It literally have no future, right? Well, was with the some big song, Kids is the future.
Nah, that might go back.
No.
That's how it
Kids
is.
is the future.
Nah, I know that one you're talking about.
Right? But I believe it's Whitney Houston, right? The Kids is the future, right? If it's not, she's some woman, right?
Alright,
But But what your kids today? Playing in future, you know, man?
No. What you things that the parents allow them to consume on a daily basis. And our food, TV, whatever the case may be. Just give them something to pacify them.
Crying.
Yeah. Give them something to pacify them so they're talking or they're running, but you sit down on this little square thing and you stay holding.
And the mother and the father basically do the same thing as well. You know? But a terrible state. The world is literally in a terrible state. But that's why that's how it's supposed to happen. But it will be on a terrible state on all angles, not just by someone. It will be on all angles.
Everybody will want.
Yeah, everybody's
going to.
when you watch it, you get sick. You know, you see it with the old people, but old people get so bad. Oh man, just be catching that because that is how it's supposed to be. The mindset, you say. The people go back worse and worse. You know? And that's how it will be. So even not only the world, like the prophecies and so forth, but it will also be a sign of it. Also, the people are not going to be a sign of it.
Yeah, it will be cold.
Well, we turn to we reach the rest yet. Because the rest of the world play the prophecies like the animals. You know, just imagine the animals being so bad. You ever hear whale attack, man? And sink the boat and then out in the sea and then, you know? You ever hear dolphins and you ever hear dolphins and orcas bumped up together to take down ships?
Yeah, I see it there.
All you know the time at whale? You know?
Can. Anything else you want to bring out that?
No, if you have to close up because things is well.
So with that, you want to give all
praises and glory to
Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rekakodash.
Well, and as once again, to the elders and apostles of great millstone and rule and teach well, peace and salutations to the brothers and the four corners of the earth, pushing this way in truth and in sincerity. Until next time, shalom.
Shalom.